Hello, everyone, and welcome to Curapalooza. My name is Paula Peacock. I'm the VP of Client Services here at CuraLinc Healthcare, and I have to say, it's a pretty sweet gig. For all of you Curapalooza newbies out there, I thought I'd start with a little background. Concept of Curapalooza was born when we decided to host a client event to announce a few new program enhancements. With hundreds of clients spread throughout the country, we knew that getting everyone in one location would be pretty difficult. We either had to take our show on the road or make it virtual. As much as we love a good road trip, we decided to take it virtual. Our original title, it was something like the CuraLinc Healthcare Virtual Client Symposium. Sounded way too, well, boring. So we threw a few darts at the dartboard and landed on Curapalooza. As silly as the name may sound, our goal for today's session is a little more serious. We want to make sure you know everything there is to know about the new features, new enhancements, new service components of your program with us. We want every client to maximize the value of their CuraLinc EAP. We all know you have crazy busy schedules, and for that reason, today's webstival, yes, I said webstival, should only take about 30 minutes. We'll start by building the business case for EAP and behavioral health, move into a short EAP 101 session, drop some data on you, share some of our best practices with you, showcase our latest product enhancements, and close with a little ditty we call wellness. So without further delay, Sean's going to kick us off with his rendition of the heart of EAP.
All right, thanks, Paula. It probably goes without saying that we think behavioral health is a pretty big deal. Problems like anxiety and depression and substance abuse and relationship issues, they impact your direct costs, of course, in the form of medical claims and disability claims, but they also impact your indirect cost in the form of employee absenteeism and turnover and productivity. A little over 1 in 4 Americans has a diagnosable mental health disorder. 1 in 4, 26.2%. More than smoking, more than cancer, more than diabetes. And for all the programs that you offer to address physical health concerns from among your employee population, disease management, telemedicine, biometric screenings, on-site clinics, the only healthcare benefit that was specifically designed to address mental health concerns is an EAP. And as you probably know, the impact of an EAP goes well beyond mental health. EAPs can address a whole host of problems that have a negative impact on employee health and well-being, like stress, substance abuse, and relationships. Problems that really aren't considered within the realm of mental health disorders, but that are just as important to resolve before they spiral out of control. So if the narrative in the last couple of minutes isn't enough, we added a few data points that illustrate the impact of behavioral health on employee health and productivity. And most of this should not come as a surprise to anybody on this call. Stress is a problem. Stressed out employees are less productive, less engaged, and less healthy. Untreated depression has a significant impact on employee productivity. The same JAMA study referenced on this slide had a second interesting point about depression. Less than 1 in 3 people with depression is actually in treatment right now. And almost 1 in 5 participants, out of about 40,000, almost 1 in 5 participants in a recent health risk questionnaire were at risk for the types of problems that can be resolved within an EAP. And these employees, these higher risk mental health employees, were also 3 times as likely to also have a physical health condition compared to participants who did not have a mental health or substance abuse concern. Beyond the impact on employee health and productivity, as I mentioned before, behavioral health concerns also affect an employer's direct and indirect costs, claims costs, productivity costs. These issues definitely have an impact on every employer's bottom line. So to summarize, behavioral health, as I said before, is a big deal. And EAPs, if they're built and positioned and marketed the right way, can have an impact on everything from health and productivity to direct and indirect costs. All right, I'm going to pass the mic to Paula, who's going to give you a quick review of the SupportLink EAP.
Thanks for getting the crowd all riled up, Sean. Before we get caught up in all the awesome acts we have for you here today, I want to do a little sound check to make sure we're singing from the same songbook. To start, and I'm sure you all know this already, CuraLinc, name of the company, SupportLink, brand of the EAP. We want your valued employees to have the SupportLink program at the top of their playlist. It's no secret that we all encounter various types of stress in our everyday lives. We all want balance in our work life and our personal life. Sometimes we need a little bit of assistance along the way. The SupportLink program helps employees and their eligible family members address a wide array of personal and professional concerns. We want them to turn to us when they've got just a little bit of stress, and to also think of us when times get tough and their concerns are more serious. Now, most of CuraLinc's EAP models contain the same basic features. Every case starts with a clinical assessment, which is performed by our master's or PhD level clinicians. We call them case managers. They dedicate, on average, 22 minutes with each caller. This is to provide a comprehensive evaluation and to properly match EAP participants to the best possible resource the first time around. But did you also know that beyond counseling, your employees can contact SupportLink to meet with a local attorney or create a will, or locate lawn care services to free up your time on weekends, or perhaps you need a new child care provider that's closer to work, or to find a caregiver to do light housekeeping, meal prep, or errands for your aging in-laws in Boca. I could continue my riff for hours on end, but my point is that the SupportLink program is more than just counseling. It provides a variety of expert services and resources that help employees manage their to-dos and life events while keeping them on the job and productive at work. Now, we also serve as a thought partner to you, your team, your leaders and managers to help you address troublesome employee situations. And we support your organizational needs like critical incident response services and training. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the SupportLink technology like our mobile app, distance counseling platform, and website. These essential features keep our program top of mind and at your fingertips. And we're constantly creating new features to expand and enhance the member experience. But more on that later. For now, I'm going to take a little break, turn the mic over to Justin, who's going to drop a little bit of knowledge on you.
Hip-hop hooray indeed. Thanks, Paula. I'm going to cover some data for everybody. The reason being, data is our roadmap to where we're coming from and ultimately where we're going. Data helps us understand the outcomes of our strategies, level set against our goals, and really help shift gears if there's a need and what needs to be done going forward for both short-term and long-term strategy planning. The data we're going to look at will provide a review of CuraLinc's book of business for 2016. So it ranges within the experience, gender, and age categories, remain roughly the same as they did in 2015 compared to 2016. But the continuation of the data helps us better understand where the focal point needs to be applied. Most job experience from those engaging in the EAP is coming from within the first 4 years. So we know new employees are typically more engaged and therefore a perfect opportunity to keep them active for the long haul. Connect that with the 56% of the age group 39 and under, we start to see trend here. So millennials are really looking for more assistance in these programs. The two best pathways to engage employees are through the HR and benefits teams alongside a consistent ground-rooted level marketing campaign. There's a very important front line that the HR team plays in promoting these benefits, both direct to the employees, but also through managers and supervisors, who are ultimately that front line at the employee level. Employees who did utilize the EAP did so almost a quarter of the time for marital or relationship problems, followed by depression and then anxiety. Collectively, these three areas made up almost half of the calls into SupportLink.
As I'm sure you're aware, CuraLinc's clinical process guides our case managers on the impact of health and productivity with every employee who utilizes the EAP. Post-counseling outreach allows us to level set against the intake and determine the outcomes of the EAP engagement. So across our book of business, we see huge positive trends of lowered cases of depression, improved productivity, less time missed from work, and a reduction in alcohol use. And then when you take that data and break it down further into populations born after 1980, those of the post-disco age, if you will, we start to see even better results than those of generations before. Lower incidence of depression against their I'm using air quotes here, older counterparts, higher levels of improved productivity, and less time missed from work. Considering this population is only going to continue to grow in our workforce, it's imperative that we continue to innovate and appeal to this segment of the employee group. Paula is going to continue the mix with some best practices.
Thanks, Justin. That was fascinating stuff. So let's get real here. We know that more than half of adults with mental health concerns don't seek treatment. Why is that? Well, I can think of 3 reasons off the top of my head: awareness, access, and stigma. We believe the first step to overcoming these roadblocks is to create opportunities for incremental engagement. I know, sounds so easy, right? Have no fear. CuraLinc has established a 3-pronged approach to engagement that includes tactics related to technology, promotion, and integration. And when our clients apply our best practices tailored to their culture and goals, good things happen. We drive maximum awareness to the CupportLinc program. We extend the reach of mental health resources. We reach those who may not otherwise seek behavioral health services. We positively impact the overall well-being of employees. And we have a measurable impact on your human capital costs and your healthcare costs. In not the too distant past, access to the EAP was limited to an 800 number. And then accessibility evolved to include a pretty basic website with some static tip sheets, a description of the program, and instructions to call the EAP if you were looking for counseling. I don't know about you, but an image of a rotary phone just flashed in my mind just now. Today, the web platform for the CupportLinc EAP is not only more robust and content heavy than it's ever been, it's only part of a larger strategy to leverage technology to connect employees to the program and to deliver on-demand resources at any time, day or night. Technology is also an important gateway to a successful EAP. Through our own research of utilization trends from CuraLinc's national accounts, we know that clients with high technology usage are 3 times more likely to also have high clinical utilization. And in many cases, employees are going to the website or downloading the mobile app before they'll call us to address their mental or emotional health issue. So in that respect, technology also helps us build positive brand equity with your employees. Now, our technology package from CupportLinc EAP clients has the website, of course, eConnect, which is our video and chat-based counseling platform, the mobile app, and a super exciting feature called CCBT that I'm going to let Dave tell you a little bit about in a little bit. So as you can tell, we really want to make sure your employees know how to connect with us. We want to make sure there's ease of access to all of our resources for everyone, regardless of what time it is or where you're located. Here's how you can help. Apply our pass-through link that allows your employees access to our website from your intranet without having to enter the username and password. Put our mobile app with a QR code on your bulletin board so employees can download our app with ease. Leverage our blog as part of your wellness communication efforts. Post information about eConnect, our distance counseling platform, on your intranet. And most importantly, connect with your account manager today so we can create a communication plan that highlights the technology resources for you. So how many of you have ever heard of Gus Valinsky and his Kenosha Kickers? I'm guessing not many. Gus was the polka king of the Midwest, but he and his band never made it because they didn't have the right promotional strategy in place. Same holds true for the EAP. The single most important way to ensure the success of the CupportLinc program is to promote the heck out of it. Consistent and positive messaging is vital to a successful program. Our tagline, support for everyday issues every day, is on all of our materials. These 6 words have been instrumental in changing the perception of our EAP. These 6 words destigmatize the use of the EAP. We've got some of our best practices highlighted on the slide here. but I want to highlight two in particular. Let us host a support link overview and invite your HR and benefits team members, your managers, your wellness champions, and any others who are in a position to guide your employees into the support link program. This 30-minute webinar will do wonders to raise awareness for this audience. My other favorite strategy of late is to incorporate our life event flyers into your communication plan. This is as specific needs and interests arise, like the birth of a child, loss of a family member, relocation, retirement, leave of absence, requests for loans or advances. These are all real events that occur in the life of your employees. As you become aware of employee stress, why not be prepared with a targeted communication piece that guides them to a resource that can help with their specific needs? So again, let's work together to build a strategy that leverages communications that'll reach your employees at a time when they need it most. All right, so you and your advisors, many of whom are also attending this event, have all been talking about whole health and total well-being and the three-legged stool of physical, emotional, and financial health. But how many of you realize that we effectively address two of those three legs, financial health and emotional health? In fact, we are the only resource in your roster of benefits that has the expertise in emotional health. For that reason, the EAP needs to be positioned as a core component of your population health management strategy. And our challenge, albeit a fun one, is to figure out how to coordinate on your behalf with all of the other resources listed on this slide. Getting started is actually pretty easy. All you need to do is send us your benefit guide. It will help us understand the full depth of your benefit package, help us identify resources where introductions and integration make the most business sense, and once identified, we'll exchange information, resources, and processes on your behalf. This alignment allows us to address behavioral health as both a primary and comorbid condition. It also maximizes the value of all of your health management resources. Now I can see the stage manager out of the corner of my eye getting ready to give me the hook. So our next act promises to be truly spectacular. So put your hands together for Innovation Station, live on the Alternative Rec stage.
Well, thank you, Paula. Hey, everybody. I'm Dave Pawlowski, VP of Administration at CuraLinc Healthcare. And here at CuraLinc, we're constantly innovating new programs that engage more employees, deliver new resources, extend care, and expand access to the EAP. There's a phrase you'll hear a lot around here, incremental engagement. You see, there's no magic bullet out there that creates a successful program, but there is a special sauce, and innovation is a key ingredient. So as part of today's performance, I'm here to tell you all about our enhancements for 2017 and beyond. Now, in case you can't tell, we think mental health is a pretty big deal. 1 in 4 Americans suffers from a mental health disorder every single year, and 60% receive no treatment at all. But I'm not here to sing the blues, so let's talk about solutions. Our first innovation of 2017 is computerized cognitive behavioral therapy, or CCBT for short. CCBT is an innovative online and mobile platform that offers personalized, evidence-based content and practical resources that promote meaningful and lasting behavioral change. The platform provides a range of dynamic resources that help participants manage depression, anxiety, stress, addiction, even chronic pain in a safe and private environment. Access is key, so CCBT can be accessed through the EAP member website or via the program's secure mobile, tablet, and web platforms. And for folks already using the EAP, our case managers can send a personalized link that allows members to get started with the click of a button. So now that you know what CCBT is, let's talk about the benefits. Good things happen when a client incorporates CCBT into their EAP program. First, it offers an extra layer of support. You see, CCBT bridges the gap between interventions. By offering in-the-moment support anytime, anywhere, day or night, members can get the help they need wherever they are, whenever they need it. Second, offering more access points increases engagement and utilization. Ultimately, more employees get the help they need. And CCBT works. Every component was developed from evidence-based self-help resources with demonstrated clinical outcomes. Now, as I said earlier, there's no magic bullet. We know CCBT might not be for everyone, but for us, it's all about that incremental engagement. Integrating CCBT into what is already a high-performing program can drive additional awareness and engagement as well as clinical outcomes, and we've got the data to prove it. This past January, we rolled out a pilot CCB program to 24 of our EAP clients with about 40,000 employees across the country. Our account services team launched a strategic promotional campaign to really kick out the jams. And the first quarter results were outstanding. Utilization was high and outcomes were strong. But for us, the most exciting finding was that 93% of folks who use CCBT had never used the traditional EAP program before. This is a whole new subset of the population that we're reaching, supporting, and engaging. By expanding access to an evidence-based treatment option like CCBT, we're giving employees a brand new way to get the help they need. If CCBT sounds like something you'd like to incorporate into your EAP or wellness program, just let your account manager know, and they'll be thrilled to tell you more. All right, now everybody is talking about well-being these days, right? The whole mind-body connection. Well, where can you go to get all the information and inspiration you need on everything from exercise to eating well to managing stress, all in one place and constantly updated? Look no further than our new Wellbeing Place blog. Looking for healthy recipes, mindfulness meditation videos? How about tips on financial wellness? Just about any topic that contributes to the health of your body, your mind, and your spirit can be found at www.wellbeing.place. Check it out once and we know you'll be hooked. And now, for a deeper dive into financial wellness, I'm going to turn it back over to Sean for a special encore performance.
Thanks, Dave. So you probably know that your EAP through CuraLinc already includes financial consultation. Every day, we provide in-the-moment support and guidance to your employees on a wide array of financial topics like debt consolidation, 401k management, and budgeting for college. And for most of our clients, that works just fine. That roadmap, that episodic and immediate support helps thousands of employees every year. But some clients need a little bit more firepower, which is why we're introducing our Enhanced Financial Wellness Program. I soapboxed about the business case for behavioral health earlier, but what about the business case for financial health? About 1 in 3 Americans say they can't afford to live a healthy lifestyle. 47% of Americans say they wouldn't be able to pay for a $400 emergency. And according to the American Psychological Association, money is the #1 cause of stress for employees. Unfortunately, when most employers put together programs to address employee health and well-being, financial health is often ignored, which doesn't make a lot of sense. And as I mentioned a moment ago, money is the #1 cause of stress. And high stress levels trigger a lot of negative behaviors that compromise our capacity and our willingness to lead a healthy lifestyle. And as we all know, it's not inexpensive to be unhealthy. The correlation of all these issues leads to what I like to call a comorbidity of money, a never-ending cycle of emotional and financial and physical health problems. Again, what we, and I think really what all EAPs offer to support financial health is definitely valuable. But for those of you who think you need a little bit more, our Enhanced Financial Wellness Program called My Secure Advantage, or MSA for short, might be the ticket. The foundation of MSA is based on personal money coaching. Our money coaches come from a variety of backgrounds: CPAs, certified credit coaches, fraud resolution specialists, certified financial planners. It's a long list, and these folks really know their stuff. After our initial assessment, we assign a primary money coach whose background is aligned with the employee's presenting issue. Think of this person as the quarterback who can get the coaches and the other specialists all involved when certain specific needs arise. The average employee has 3 to 4 consultations with our team in the first 30 days, then about 2 consultations a month going forward. Education is also a very important part of MSA. All of our programs include a combination of on-site and technology-driven training that keeps your employees focused on their financial well-being. For the on-site education days, we bring a money coach to your workplace to deliver a session in one of over 30 different topics. These modules are a great catalyst to get employees engaged in the program and to provide them with personal, face-to-face, one-on-one coaching after the session. We also offer live webinars and structured interactive workshops that give employees the tools to be financially healthy. The member website is a dynamic and secure personal financial portal. Employees can schedule an appointment with their money coach or use the MSA wallet, which is actually pretty similar to Mint if you know what Mint is, in that you can pay bills and create a budget all under the supervision of your money coach. All right, I'm going to hand the mic back to Dave to review our training enhancements.
Thanks, Sean. Never underestimate the power of a great coach. I mean, even rock legends had influences, right? You know, it's a lot like training, and you're hearing it here first. CuraLinc has just dropped 25 brand new modules into our Performance Link training catalog. These fresh new offerings fall under 4 key areas and are the direct result of feedback we've received from you, from your clients or your employees about the topics most important to them. Our expanded training catalog offers something for every employee or supervisor looking for opportunities for personal or professional growth and development. So give them the fundamentals and watch them become superstars. To request a copy of the Enhanced Performance Link training catalog, just contact your account manager. Now, before I wrap up this set, let's wrap about 1 in 4. Now, I know what you're all thinking. Dave, you told us about 1 in 4 last year. 1 in 4 Americans has a mental health issue. We've got to raise awareness, overcome stigma. And you're right, 1 in 4 was a 2016 innovation. But guess what? The feedback was so great, we decided to make it an annual event. So we raised the bar and added a load of new features. Now, when you go to www.1in4.info, you'll find special resources for employers looking for ways to build a mentally healthy workplace. You'll discover new skill builders that provide information on important topics like how to help a coworker with mental illness. We've even added a list of our favorite mental health apps that you can download today to help keep yourself mentally strong and healthy. So if you haven't stopped by the 1 in 4 site in a while, come on back and see what's new. And if 1 in 4 sounds like something you'd like to promote in your organization next January, just holler, and your CuraLinc account manager will help you learn how. And on that note, I'll turn it over to Jonathan, who's all warmed up and ready to go in his cowboy boots and blue jeans. Take it away, Jonathan.
Thanks, Dave. Today we've heard the importance and the value that behavioral health and innovation can play in a company's health management strategy. By integrating behavioral health resources with all of the physical health tools available, a person's overall well-being is greatly enhanced and improved. As many of you already know, CuraLinc, through common ownership with Marquee Health, is also able to offer integrated physical wellness programs, ultimately resulting in a truly holistic approach to overall well-being. We think there are a couple unique differentiators to our wellness offering. First, our wellness solutions, provided by graduate-level health educators, are designed to address physical health concerns along with underlying mental health and financial health issues. The programs are integrated at a case and data level with our SupportLink EAP, including case-level referrals between health coaches and our EAP clinicians. Secondly, incentives are a key part of most wellness programs, utilized in many cases to extrinsically motivate participants to take that first step. Our programs and administration capabilities support all types of incentive-based programs. And lastly, after reviewing best practices from our most common and effective plan designs, we've packaged our wellness services into 3 scalable wellness products for our clients, recognizing that just like one's taste in music, the needs and culture and budgets vary from client to client. As a result, we have our core, enhanced, and premier product tiers. Our core solution offers a foundational wellness program that begins to create a visible culture of health. It's a turnkey entry point into wellness for companies with limited wellness experience, maybe higher turnover, limited budget, or maybe just not a ton of extra time to spend on wellness. The core program offers 4 unique features, including unlimited health coaching, access to a robust web portal, monthly promotions that include webinars, and then more fun competition and challenge administration. The core program is an inexpensive solution that offers impactful lifestyle changes to employees and family members that are interested in making a successful behavior change. The enhanced program includes the core foundation and adds risk identification, proactive engagement efforts, and incentive administration. Typically, the enhanced program includes venipuncture or finger stick biometric screenings delivered on-site at a lab or at a doctor's office. The screenings help participants understand their individual health risks and also provide an overall risk profile for the employer. At-risk members are identified for outreach and offered an incentive to engage with a health educator and take advantage of other wellness program features. Lastly, our Premier program moves from incentives centered around participation in activities to a program rewarding positive clinical outcomes, an outcomes-based program. Participants in this comprehensive program receive a personal health score that's clinically based and HIPAA compliant, and then a HIPAA compliant individual health goal. The 12-month health goal can be tied to the incentive plan to reward positive clinical outcomes in year 2 and beyond. The goal, to encourage the entire population to engage in the process, reward positive clinical outcomes, and in the end, reduce medical costs while improving productivity. Lastly, we recognize engagement is the key to any successful wellness program. And as a result, we've created an incentive program that enables employers of any size to drive engagement by rewarding healthy activities and behaviors through our online points-based platform. Clients can add our My Rewards program to any of our 3 product tiers to increase utilization and engagement in a variety of activities and programs throughout the year. As participants complete activities, they earn points, and in most cases, incentives. Some employers use an incentive tied to a health plan, such as a reduced employee contribution or a larger HRA contribution. Others take advantage of our gift card administration capability and select from over 100 online retailers like Amazon for an incentive. Bottom line, the platform, like all of our well-being programs, is tailored to suit your incentive strategies and wellness goals. So does it work? We inherited, and just to give you a little case study, we inherited a rewards-based wellness program for a national account in January 2016. And during 2016, during that year, engagement soared. Coaching enrollment, portal activity, challenge participation all spiked compared to the previous year as a result of the My Rewards program. The best news, the total cost of gift cards used for this 5,300 life group for the entire year was just over $13,000. A ton of engagement for less than an average of $3 per employee per year. So thank you for sticking around for the closing show and ultimately participating in Curapalooza.
So there you have it. There's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that went into this event. We hope that you are now feeling both enlightened and entertained. If you have any questions from today's session or want to discuss some of the programs or tactics you heard here today, contact your CuraLinc account manager. We appreciate your time. Have a wonderful rest of the day.